Previously on Water Your
I
Soil.
oftentimes help people who are on a fixed income and they do have low income. And one of the beliefs that they believe is that you need a lot of money in order to have a good or excellent credit score. And I'm letting you know right now that is not true. That's false. That's a lie. You can have an income under $20,000 or whatever income that it is, and you can still have a good or excellent credit score. Credit scores are simply earned by managing the debt that you. Hey, what's going on out there? I'd like to welcome every single one of you to Water Your Soil. So, over here at this Water Your Soil YouTube channel, I have two rules. Number one is for you, the viewer, to always use your own discretion for both FICO credit scores as well as your own credit report. Number two is to always verify what you learn, whether it's on this channel or on another channel or anywhere. Always confirm and verify the information that you learn. This is for the betterment of you all. All right, so getting into the video, I want to talk about this new article. And honestly, it's not good. It's not good at all. And I've been discussing this over the past 2 years. If you're new to this channel, you're probably not aware, but my subscribers are aware. I like to share news on this channel in relation to credit cards and FICO credit scores. And the news that I stumbled across the other day is not good news. And it's important for me to share this with you all in order to let you know where we're currently standing in reference to credit cards, credit card debt, as well as the economy and the impact that the economy is having on credit card debt. Now, over here at this Water Your Soil channel, I like to educate people on things such as credit cards and FICO credit scores. So with this channel, it's not just about credit cards and the great benefits and perks of credit cards. I also have to tell you about the cons. And the cons can impact your FICO credit score negatively. On this channel, I also like to focus on how to get people to get the most out of credit cards, but also stay out of credit card debt. Because as many of you may know, credit card debt does tend to have a negative impact on FICO credit scores. So I came across an article the other day by CNBC, and it said that the average credit card balance topped $6,000, and that's a 10-year high. Now, some of you may have heard that, and you're like, hey, I kind of understand why it's a 10-year high. Look at the economy. Look at what's going on with the economy. But it is alarming, and it's very alarming because the numbers are going up. It's not like they're going down. They're continuing to trend up. Credit card debt overall also reached a record high of $1.08 trillion. Now, I did a video a couple of months back, and I was revealing that credit card debt was about to reach $1 trillion. Then I did a follow-up saying that it did reach $1 trillion. This is only a couple of months later, and here I am again saying that it's $1.08 trillion. So my assumption and my best guess is that in a couple of weeks it would be $1.1 trillion for another record high. And I know some of you're probably looking at it like, hey, more money continues to get printed up. Inflation is high, so it's to be expected. But it's also alarming because it is pointing to a trend that's very common these days. And yes, things are expensive. The price of goods and services are expensive. However, our spending is a little reckless. When I'm on social media, for instance, I always see people doing extracurricular things. Like it's deeper than, oh, I have to go out and grocery shop for my family so we'll have food, and my kids, they'll have clothes, and we'll have shelter and things like that. I see people honestly living like celebrities, and this is a common thing. It's not like it's uncommon and it's maybe one or two people. No, it's a good majority of my peers who are doing this. And someone may say, hey, well, maybe that's just your peers. But no, all across the board, if you were to just browse social media, you will see it all over. People are spending money that they don't have because credit cards provide comfort to people and let people know, hey, I have some extra money that I could spend. I will just throw it on credit cards. And that leads to this $1.08 trillion. So yeah, there are going to be people who come by here and say, well, it's because the economy and people aren't just going out and taking lavish trips and buying expensive dinners and buying designer clothes and things like that. But in reality, a lot of people are. Yes, there are people who use credit cards for survival reasons, food, shelter, things like that. However, there are a lot of people who use credit cards because they're trying to keep up with an image and a lifestyle that they can't afford to keep up with. And as a result, we have these record high numbers as far as credit card debt and credit card balances. And unfortunately, the leaders of credit card debt right now are my peers, millennials. And we could say, oh, it's because millennials, we don't make enough. The wages are low. The housing prices aren't like what it was for maybe Generation Next and the baby boomers. However, my generation does like to go out and buy things that we necessarily can't afford. That's the reality. If you don't like truth, you're probably not going to like this channel. I like to be honest over here, especially with presenting facts. And this news story is the facts. The article also mentions what I was talking about in reference to a lot of people can't afford, regular things such as food and groceries and shelter and things like that, which is totally understandable. I want you all to know and understand that I do not disregard that. I'm someone who grew up poor. I'm from the east side of Buffalo. In my opinion, I stared face to face with poverty for majority of my childhood and majority of my life, so I understand. However, what I don't want to do is paint this picture like everyone is just using their credit cards for things that aren't extracurricular. I see a lot of people attempting to keep up with a lifestyle that social media presents for many celebrities and entertainers. And unfortunately, yes, social media does play a big part in this. And the article isn't going to mention it, but when you really take a deep dive into it, social media does play a role because social media makes people want to present a lifestyle or image that they may not necessarily be able to afford. However, if they project it and show it to people, they'll believe it. And therefore, you get more attention and you get more people to quote unquote like you. And we could talk about it on that level. We could talk about it on the other level. There are so many reasons why the debt is what it is. But what I like to do over at this channel and my goal for this channel is to at least teach people how to use credit cards the correct way. Now, as I stated earlier, I can't be a hypocrite. I can't come on here and tell people about FICO credit scoring and how FICO credit scores work and say, hey, I don't care if you carry over balances, even when you got interest on your credit card, go right ahead. Never mind that APR. If you have to carry over balances, go ahead and do it. I'm not going to do that. And if you expect that to happen on this channel, you're at the wrong channel, especially when I tell people about FICO credit scoring. And you and I both know that chopping down your debt and managing your debt well is how you acquire a good or excellent credit score. So I'm not going to do that. The article also mentions how balances rose 15% from a year ago. That's also a problem. You figure 15%. Now we could say, hey, we have student loans started back up. We have a lot of other things as far as the economy is concerned that's happening right now. We can use all of those things, but it's starting to get scary because a 15% jump in 1 year, that's scary, and that's a sign of things to come. Pay attention to the chart that's on the screen right now, and you'll see the jump, and it's a big jump. That 15% is big. So I have to come on here and alarm you all of the news and what's going on. If I don't, I'm not doing my job. I can't just come on here, tell you all about the great perks of these cars, the Chase, American Express, Discover, whatever it may be. I can't do that. I can't just get on here and tell you about the great benefits of them and not tell you about the back end of it if you don't use those cars the correct way. So I wanted to share this article with you all. I'll leave the link in the bio for you to read through and check out for yourself. But as always, I have to bring the news to you all because I know some of you all may not check the news or read the news. So I'm going to inform you all. And credit card rates also hiked up 5%. And I expect the banks to continue to go and hike up those rates because they know that people are carrying over balances. So they're like, hey, we might as well make more money off of this. So I expect that trend to continue to happen. But as I stated, the link to the article is in the bio. Check it out for yourself. Give it a read. It's a fast read. Stay on your toes when it comes to these credit cards. It's very important. But anyways, if you're new here and you're feeling the vibe, this is Water Your Soil. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Turn on all notifications. That way you don't miss a future video because I post weekly. I post often. Also, I have been doing live videos, live streams on YouTube Friday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I want more of you to come out. There have been people coming out. We have a good time. We talk credit cards. We talk FICO credit scores. We just chop up and share advice. It's not a one-man floor type of thing. It's linked up where everyone in the chat could go and give their opinion, and we'll just bounce off of everyone's opinions. And I like doing that. I don't just want it to be a one-man floor talk type of thing. You know, credit cards, they're all subjective, so it's good to be able to come and talk to my subscribers. So come by Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Also, this goes to every one of you who are watching right now. Be sure to hit the like button. That's your way of supporting this video. It's also your way of supporting this channel. So hit that like button, let the algorithm know that you're feeling this video and you support this channel. I appreciate every single one of you for watching. This is Water Your Soil, and I'm out. Wait. Before you leave, be sure to check out the description box below. That way you can have all the credit resources from Water Your Soil. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button as well, all right? In the description box below, I always tell people, check out the description box below for extra resources from Water Your Soil. Part of the description box also showcases my book that I have. I have a book. It's been out for a while now. It's been out for years. It's titled Strategies to Master Credit. The book is available. It's on Amazon. It's on Barnes & Noble. Most online bookstores have the book. And the book is basically about how FICO credit scoring works. Once you understand how FICO credit scoring works, you're pretty much on your way to helping yourself build, develop, and maintain a good credit score. So check the book out whenever you get a chance.